Hi, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics. I am sitting in front of the only known photograph of St. Louis Stars Park, at least the exterior. And this photograph was found by a Missouri State Historical Society historian by the name of Lauren Stellwasser. She was going through a box of old negatives, 200 negatives, in November of 2016. And she saw this picture of the ballpark. Originally, she thought maybe it was Sportsman's Park, but when she compared the appearance of the two parks, she knew this was not Sportsman's Park. She later found another photograph that had the building here on the side where that car is parked, a little different angle, but when she saw that building, she knew this was the building at the corner of Market Street and forget the other common. I'm not sure what the name of the cross street is, but it was the same location where the St. Louis Stars Park was. And she then knew it was St. Louis Stars Park. This was a 10,000 seat stadium that the Stars used between 1922 and 1931. And it was owned by the Stars organization, making it one of the very few Negro League organizations to own their own ballpark. Memphis did, one or two others did, but most of the Negro League teams used ballparks that were owned by other minor league teams or major league teams. And those other teams made the lion's share of the money from those ballparks. There were Hall of Famers who played a lot of their careers here. Mule Suttles, Ted Double Duty Radcliffe, and Cool Papa Bill all played here for the St. Louis Stars. So in the late 20s through the 31 season, the Stars were a great team and very popular in St. Louis. Even the St. Louis Browns and St. Louis Cardinals players, when they could, they were frequently seen in the stands watching the Stars games. The stands only held 10,000 people. Most Negro League teams only drew from 5 to 10,000 a game. A lot of major league teams didn't draw all that well either, especially during the Depression. And it was the Depression that spelled the end of this team. 1931 was their, I believe, their last season in St. Louis. But I said all that to say this. Thank you to Lauren Stellwasser for your work finding this photograph and resurrecting a little bit of Negro League history. Okay, pull up a chair, set aside a little time for Game 2 of the 1994 Montreal Expos against the 1930 St. Louis Stars. The St. Louis Stars rolled to an easy victory in Game 1. Here are the starting lineups for Game 2. First for the Montreal Expos, Marquise Grissom in center field, Mike Lansing in second base, Moises Alou in left field, Larry Walker in right field, Will Cordero as the shortstop, Sean Barrett at third, Cliff Floyd at first, Darren Fletcher catching, and Jeff Facero is the pitcher. For the St. Louis Stars, Cool Papa Bell will lead off and play center field. George Giles at first base, Branch Russell in left field, Willie Wells shortstop, Mule Suttles in right field, Ted Double Duty Radcliffe is the catcher, Dewey Creasy third base, and John Russell is the second baseman. Ted Trent is on the mound. He is a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. Ted Trent has completed his warm-up tosses. He's a big 6'3" overhand curveball pitcher. Marquise Grissom steps in the box for the Expos. Let's play ball. 46 is a ground ball to 27. It was a result 5-3. The ground out to third base, and that play was made by Dewey Creasy, one away. Michael Lansing, the Expos second baseman, steps in the box. 1-1 rolls, hit column. 64 is a double for Mike Lansing. Expos have a runner in scoring position who is rated fast. Moises Alou, 339 hitter in 1994, is the pitch from Trent. 65 is going to be popped up in the air, foul territory behind third base, caught by Dewey Creasy. That's 2 down. Very important at bat for the Expos after losing 10-0. It'd be important to get up on top early. Larry Walker. 1-3 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. First and second for the Expos. Will Cordero. 1-5 is an 11 for Cordero. That's going to be a single over second. One runner will score, and Walker will go to third. Lansing scores, and the RBI is single, and the Expos do break out on top, 1-0. That 11 result allows Cordero to steal on the first pitch. Fletcher is at 8. He will take that opportunity to steal. 65 is going to be an error, I think. Double check. All right, fielding column will be catcher 8. That 65 is a throwing error. So another run for the Expos, and Cordero goes to third on the error by the catcher Radcliffe. So 2-0 Montreal in the first inning. Sean Berry is the hitter. 32 is going to complete the inning. 26, that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman, John Russell. But the Expos score 2 in the first, and they go to the bottom of the first, 2-0. Jeff Acero toes the rubber in the bottom of the first. Cool Papa Bell will step into the box. His Stars are down by 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Cool Papa. 43 is a ground ball back to Facero. He makes the play. 1 away. George Giles. 45 is a walk by Giles. And he takes his stroll to first base. Fast runner at first, 1 down. And I notice he is from Junction City, Kansas on his card. Love the information on Apba cards. Here is Branch Russell. He is going to hit and run. 56 is going to be a 14. And that's going to be a strike. And we'll pick for a steal. Always give the catchers a chance to throw out. Base runners have a chance to steal on these hit and run plays. That's home rules. Here's the throw. Facero, catcher is Fletcher. He is rated 8. 11 through 23, he'll be out, but he's safe at 44. So Giles is at second with 1 down. Here's the pitch to Branch Russell. 36 is a 33. That is going to be a pop out to the shortstop, Will Cordero. Now 2 outs. Willie the Devil Wells steps in the box. He had a big day yesterday. 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. 403 hitter in 1931. 1-3 is a walk to Willie Wells. Mule Suttles comes to bat. First and second, 2 outs. 22 for Suttles. That's going to be a hit, call, and roll. 61 is a 2. That's going to be a long drive to right field. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A home run from Mule Suttles. and the St. Louis Stars answer the Expos 2 runs with 3 of their own in the bottom of the first. That brings about Ted Double Duty Radcliffe. As I was reading about the Stars before this series, it was said that they were one of the strongest offensive teams in the Negro Leagues, and they are showing that in spades these 2 days. 6-6 roll by Radcliffe. That's a drive. It might be, it could be, and it is out of here. 4-3, St. Louis in the first. One more run against Facero within the next couple of innings. His grade will go down. Here's Dewey Creasy, 54. That's a fly ball to right field. Larry Walker's under it. He makes the catch, but on 2 walks and 2 homers, St. Louis moves out to a 4-2 lead as we go to the top of the second. Cliff Floyd will lead off the second for the Expos. And 1-5 is the roll. That's going to be a single for Floyd. And 11 means he can steal on the first pitch. Radcliffe is a defensive 8. Here goes Floyd. 53. Floyd will be safe at second. Darren Fletcher is up at the plate. 22 for Fletcher. That's going to be a single to right field, but the runner is only going to get to third. First and third, nobody out, and timeout for Montreal. Montreal will send up a pinch hitter for Facero in the second inning. Lou Frazier will be the pinch batter. This is an elimination game for Montreal. If they lose this game, they're out of the tournament. Here's the Stars are going to play the infield back, play for a double play. Here's a pitch from Trent. 34 is a 31. It's going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell, and the runner will tag. That's Floyd scoring on the sacrifice fly by Lou Frazier. 4-3. Marquise Grissom steps up to the box. There's a pitch to Grissom. See what speed. Fletcher is a slow runner. Expos will play it safe on the base paths. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Grissom is out. He's a second out, and now Mike Lansing. 53 is a 19. Fielding column 1. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. Dewey Creasy is up with it. Goes over the first. 3 outs. But the Expos get 1 in the second. Go to the bottom of the second. Stars 4, Expos 3. All right, the new Montreal pitcher will be Butch Henry. Grade B YZ modifier. He pitched 1 inning yesterday, and he may go a while here in today's game. Here, if he can. Here is John Russell leading off for the St. Louis Stars. 63 is a fly ball to right field. For first out. That leads us to the pitcher, Ted Trent. 44 is a 21. Fielding column 1. That's going to be an error on the first baseman, Cliff Floyd. The pitcher, Trent, is slow, so they're going to play it safe. Cool Papa Bell's the hitter. 24 is a fly ball to center field. 2 outs. George Giles. 43 is a ground ball back to Henry, the pitcher. Nope, that's got a Y modifier on it. And Henry has a Y, so it's a strikeout by Giles. So the Stars don't score in the second. Go to the third, 4-3, St. Louis. Moises Alou will lead off for the Expos in the third. 42 is the roll for a single for over shortstop. Solid line drive by Moises Alou. Puts the leadoff hitter for the Expos. On base, he's fast. Larry Walker is the batter. 322 hitter with 19 home runs in 1994. Here's the pitch to Larry Walker. 51 is a 8 against the B. It's going to be a ground ball to Dewey Creasy at third. He will throw to first. Retiring Walker, and Alou goes to second. Alou's at second with 1 out. Will Cordero. 1-5 is a 11. That's going to be a single to left field. Fast runner scores. And Alou is, I'm pretty sure, is fast. Yes. RBI single for Will Cordero. That ties the game 4-4. Sean Berry. 33 by Sean Berry. That's going to be a double. And Will Cordero will score on the double. 5-4. Montreal. Trent's grade goes down to a C, and in fact, St. Louis calls timeout. Stars are going to bring in a new pitcher. He was Leroy Matlock, grade C pitcher, no modifiers. He is left-handed, pitching to the left-handed Floyd, so he will get the one batter bump up, and he'll be a B for this hitter. He's looking at Sean Berry at second base with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Matlock to Floyd. 6-6 roll, hit column roll. 1-6 is going to be a double, and that will score Sean Berry. 4th hit in the inning. And now it is 6-4 Montreal. Darren Fletcher. That runner is charged to the starter, Ted Trent. Here's the pitch to Fletcher. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. Creasy is up with it. Throws to first. 2 outs. And the runner holds. And now Butch Henry will bat for himself. One, 2 is a line drive to shortstop, caught by Willie Wells for 3 outs. But the Expos score 3 on 4 hits and take a 6-4 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Brance Russell will lead off for the Stars in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Down by 2 runs. 36 is a, let's see, has a Y modifier, so that's a strikeout. 1 down. Willie Wells walked his first time up. 25 is a single for Willie Wells, and he can steal on the first pitch. Neil Settles is up to bat. There goes Wells. 62, he is safe. Settles homered his first time up. There's the pitch. 26 is a 24. It's going to be a pop out to the shortstop. So 2 down. If Wells doesn't steal second, that would have been a double play. All right, Ted Redcliffe is the batter. He homered also in the first. Here, 26 is a ground ball. No, it's a line drive to shortstop. So the Stars are retired in the 3rd. We go to the 4th inning. 6-4 Montreal. All right, we're top of the Expos lineup. And Marquise Grissom leads off the 4th. 26 is the roll. It's a fly ball to right field. Mule settles is under it and makes the catch. Mike Lansing steps in the box. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. That is Branch Russell. He makes the catch. 2 down. And now Moises Alou. 55 for Alou is a single for Moises Alou. Fast runner at first. Larry Walker, the hitter. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is still 6-4 Montreal. Stars third baseman Dewey Creasy leads off. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column. And the next roll is a 12, that's a single for Dewey Creasy. Average speed of first. John Henry Russell comes to bat. This swing away. 24 is a fly ball to left field. 1 away. Pitcher Leroy Matlock. Not a lot of hits on his cards, but the ones he's got 3 7s and some 9s. So he's going to swing away. 23 is a strikeout. 2 down and top of the order for Cool Papa Bell. Cool Papa is 0 for 2 in today's game, 1 for 5 yesterday. Here's the pitch. 26 is a Y modifier for a strikeout. Here we go to the 5th. Expos up by 2. It'll be Cordero, Berry, and Floyd in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Leroy Matlock. 42 is going to be a leadoff walk for Will Cordero. He has been on base all 3 times today, 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Sean Berry. Cordero is fast. One 3 for Sean Berry is a walk. Fans are getting a little restless. They want to see some strikes. Here's the pitch to Cliff Floyd. 31 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a ground out to third base, 5-3. Both runners advance. 1 away, and Darren Fletcher steps into the box. Fletcher is 1 for 2 with a single. The Stars will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to Darren Fletcher. 43 is a 29. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. He freezes the runner and throws the first. So both runners hold. 2 down. Timeout. All right, Butch Henry's been pitching well, but the Expos are going to reach down to their bench and call on Rondell White to try to get some more runs. He will pinch hit for Butch Henry. Tim Scott is warming up in the bullpen for the Expos. Here's the pitch from Matlock to White with 2 outs in the infield playing back. 41 is a 28, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. 6-3, that ends the inning. So Matlock survives walking the first 2 batters. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score still 6-4 at Montreal Expos. Tim Scott takes his warm-up tosses. He is a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. And leading off for the St. Louis Stars is George Giles. .41 is a ground ball to Will Cordero at shortstop, 1 away. Branch Russell. 63 is going to be a fly out to center field, and Marquise Grissom has that one under control and makes the catch. Here is Willie the Devil Wells. 23 is a swing and miss for strike 3. And that's one of the few times they've gotten him out. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Montreal 6 and St. Louis Stars 4. Here's Marquise Grissom for the Expos. 6-6 roll. That's hit column for Marquise Grissom. And 33 is going to be a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here for a leadoff home run for Marquise Grissom here in the 6th inning. It is Montreal 7, Stars 4. Mike Lansing. 36 is a ground ball to Dewey Creasy at third. 1 out. Moises Alou. 6-6 roll for Alou. That's a long drive. It might go. It is out of here. And a home run for Alou makes it 8-4 Montreal. Larry Walker. 31 is going to be a pop out to third, caught by Dewey Creasy. Will Cordero. 31, that's a same thing, pop out to third. So on the strength of 2 big flies in the 6th inning, the Expos add 2 more runs, and they lead 8-4 going into the bottom of the 6th. All right, Tim Scott comes out to pitch his 2nd inning relief. He will be pitching to Mule Settles in the bottom of the 6th inning. Not an easy task. Here's the pitch to Mule Settles. 33, that's going to be a hit column roll for Mule Settles. 46, and that's a double for Settles. 2 for 3, a home run and a double today. Here is Ted Double Duty Radcliffe. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground out to second base. 4-3, Settles will go to third. Dewey Creasy. Expos will play the infield back with a 4-run lead. Here's the pitch. 1-6 is a 28. Ground out to shortstop, 6-3. But that's an RBI for Creasy as the run will score. 8-5. Now, 2 outs and John Russell. 64 is a 36. That's going to be a, I think that's a ball. And 26 is a ground out to the second baseman, Mike Lansing. Stars score 1 run on 1 hit. We go to the 7th inning. Montreal Expos 8, St. Louis Stars 5. All right, as we go to the top of the 7th inning, the St. Louis Stars make 1 change in their lineup. Henry Williams will come in to catch, and that will rest Ted Radcliffe, who likely will start tomorrow's game. Here is, on the mound, here is Sean Berry leading off for the Montreal Expos in the top of the 7th inning. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Mule Settles is under it and makes the catch. Cliff Floyd comes to bat. 51 is going to be a pop out to Dewey Creasy at third. Darren Fletcher. 61 is a 36th ball. Apologize for hitting the camera. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop, Willie Wells. 3 up and 3 down for the Expos in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th, Montreal 8 and St. Louis 5. Coming on to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning for the Montreal Expos is Mel Rojas. He is a grade B pitcher, XY modifiers, and a Z. Okay, Leroy Matlock will lead off for the Stars. He'll stay in the game. There's the pitch to Matlock. 21 is a strikeout. Top of the order, and Cool Papa Bell. 6-6 roll for Cool Papa. That's going to be a long drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. 8-6. Cool Papa Bell will touch them all. Only this time he will not have to run so fast. George Giles. 41 is a ground ball to Cordell at shortstop. 2 outs. Branch Russell. 51 is a fly ball to center field for the 3rd out, but the St. Louis Stars get 1 run on 1 hit. Home run by Cool Papa. We go to the top of the 8th, Montreal 8 and St. Louis 6. All right, Leroy Matlock is on for the 8th inning. This is his point of weakness inning. Montreal will lead off with a pitch batter for the pitcher. That is Juan Bell. Here's the pitch to Juan Bell. 33 is a 7. That's a base hit for Bell. Average runner at first, speed-wise. Marquise Grissom. John Wetland is warming up in the bullpen. They're going to be looking for a 2-inning save from him, looks like. Here's the pitch to Grissom. 53 is a 17. That's going to be a single to right. But the runner is out at third on the throw from Mule Settles. 9-5. Grissom gets the hit and goes to second on the throw. 1 away. Mike Lansing's the batter. .52 is a 27. That's going to be a, ground out to third base. Runner will have to hold. 5-3. Lansing's 1 for 5 on the day. Moises Alou, who is 3 for 4 with a home run, will come to bat. .35 is a, let's see, we're on second, 9. See, that's going to be a ground out to first base unassisted. That ends the inning. Expos don't score in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They're still leading by 2. John Wetland comes on to pitch for the Montreal Expos. He's a grade B pitcher, XY modifier, and Z control. This is the inning the St. Louis Stars will need to make some hay, as they're in the middle of the order. Willie Wells, Mule Settle, and John Williams. Here's the pitch to Willie Wells. 55 is a leadoff single. He is 2 for 3 on the day, and that makes him 5 for 8 in the series. They'll get the tie and run to the plate, and the tie and run is George Mule Settles. Settles has a home run in the game and a double. He had a home run in yesterday's game, so he's got 2 homers in the series. Here's the pitch to Mule Settles. 45, really pitched carefully. 2 balls and no strikes. Got the Z modifier. Tempted to just walking. That puts the tie and run on. They're going to pitch. Here's the pitch. 42 is a 9 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a single. Wells goes to second. First and second. Nobody out. Henry Flick Williams, who replaced Radcliffe as the catcher. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. 62 is a 6. That's a double to left center. Let's see, Settles is slow. Wells will score. But Suttles will try to score, and he'll be thrown out. From assist by left field shortstop to catcher on the relay. I was not playing it safe with Suttles. He is a slow runner. So now we got Williams at second and out, and it's 8-7. Williams is the tying run. Dewey Creasy will step up to the plate. He is 1 for 3. 64 is a walk. First and second. John Russell's turn to bat, still looking for his first hit in the series. Here's the pitch to Russell. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. That retires Creasy. And Williams goes to third. Fielder's choice. First and third, there's 2 outs. All right, there are not many people on the St. Louis Stars roster, so they're going to send up their last position player available to pinch hit. That's Wilson Reedus. He'll be hitting for the pitcher. 2 outs, first and third. Here's the pitch from John Whitland. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That's the end of the inning. But the Stars score in the 8th inning. All right, coming on the pitch the 9th inning for the St. Louis Stars is Joseph Strong. He is a grade C pitcher, no modifiers. Went to Wilberforce University in Ohio. He'll be pitching to Larry Walker, Will Cordero, and Sean Berry. This has been quite the game. How will it end? Here's the pitch to Larry Walker. 1-3 is a base on balls. Walker says thank you and walks to first. Will Cordero. Will swing away. He was 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. 41 is a double play. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Sean Berry. 56 is a swing and miss for strike 3. So Joseph Strong throws 1 clean inning. Go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Montreal Expos 8 and the St. Louis Stars 7. All right, John Whitland comes out to pitch the 9th inning. This is his point of weakness inning. And the St. Louis Stars will be leading off with Cool Papa Bell. Here in the 9th inning, down by 1, here's the pitch. 41 to Cool Papa is going to be a ground ball to Will Cordero at short. 1 away. George Giles. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop Will Cordero. 2 outs. And Branch Russell. .41, that's going to be another ground out to the shortstop. 6-3, 3 straight ground outs to Will Cordero. That does it for the St. Louis Stars. Final score, the Montreal Expos 8 and the St. Louis Stars 7. Will be back with a wrap-up. Okay, we will get a Game 3 in this series. And in that game, the Montreal Expos will send Ken Hill to the mound against Ted Double Duty Radcliffe for the St. Louis Stars. In Montreal Expos scored 8 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. The St. Louis Stars scored 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher, Tim Scott, pitched 2 innings and gave up 1 hit. He's a winning pitcher. So the loser was Matlock, who pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs and 6 hits. John Wetland got a 2-inning save, giving up a run and 3 hits and a walk. A lot of home runs in the game. Home runs first by the losing Stars by Cool Papa Bell, Mule Settles, and Double Duty Radcliffe. Home runs for the Montreal Expos came from Marquise Grissom and Moises Alou. And let's pick Moises Alou as today's star of the game. 3 for 5, 2 singles, a home run, and RBI. His home run was the game-winning run in the game. Final score in Montreal Expos 8, St. Louis Stars 7. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like what you see. Have a good day and God bless.